Hello again, welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to Project Ozone. So, a quick update, because we were crashing a lot last episode, but after leaving the server running, or the pack running for a while, it doesn't crash at all. It's only whenever I'm crafting things that it crashes, or when I'm actually, actively doing things it crashes, so I don't know. And it's not related to, any particular things, I have no clue. But anyways, since last episode, I have crafted up a couple stacks of catalysts. So we've got 148 in here, and that should be everything, that we need for making our infinity ingots. So, and I know there was a couple comments about there is no chaos catalyst block. I'm aware of that. I said chaos, and what I meant was infinity ingots. So, just a heads up if I cause any confusion with that. And then I'm also going to want a bit of crystal matrix ingots. Let's go ahead and just get 200 of those. And I did add a few more safari nets, and we'll go over those in just a little bit. But anyways, our infinity ingot, let's go ahead and lay this out. So first up, neutronium. And I'm actually going for 9 of them. So I'm going to spread these out, just get 9 on there. And this will be the last time that we have to make infinity ingots, which will be nice. Okay, and then infinity ingots, just like that. I'll go ahead and just lay these out like that. And we'll add them into the mix. I think it's 2 across and then the center point. I'm so ready to have this block. It's going to be so good for moving forward. And we'll be able to craft some really nice things today. So, okay. So there we go. And then we just have to put infinity catalyst down on the rest of these slots. Like that. And like that. And there we go. We can get our 9 infinity ingots. Woot. Okay. That is the last time we'll ever have to craft those. And we still have 49 catalysts to spare. So that's good. Alright. And then let's just get our infinity ingot block. And I'm also going to want a safari net. Let me change this back to NEI synchronized. There we go. And wand of animation, that. Okay. And we'll just animate this guy, and there we go. Aha! And we'll go name him real quick. Also, these, I can't get them to stay active. Anytime I log off and log back on, I have to break those. Just like the portal, I have to turn it back on. I don't know. There doesn't really seem to be a fix for that. Botania is just broken in this pack. I don't know why, because these spreaders here have worked consistently when it's updated. The runic altar for some reason, and honestly the runic altar over here, whenever it was over here, was working. But for some reason this section here, it's like, nah, we're going to stop working anytime that you log off and log back on. So I have no clue as to what's causing it. And let's go ahead and name this Infinity Ingot. Okay, there we go. Probably the most anticipated item in the game, or in the pack. And then let's pop over to Uranus, and I'll show you guys what safari nets I've added as well. So we'll go ahead and throw in our infinity ingot, so that'll start running. And then if we take a look here, let's see, last episode we had the Draconic Mob Grinder, the Neutronium, the Bedrockium, the Elven Quartz, Awakened Draconium, Vibrantium. And I went ahead and added unstable ingots, just because it's super quick. We have a bunch of them. I accidentally left that one running longer than I should have, so we have 1,000 unstable ingot blocks, but that's fine. And then we also have compressed Gaia. Okay, that's one that I forgot about last episode to add, and then right after last episode when I was making Infinity Catalyst, I was like, oh yeah, compressed Gaia. So we had some Gaia ingots lying around from our last craft, so I just whipped up a block real quick. But yeah, we've already gotten 5 infinity blocks. That's awesome. Awesome stuff. Okay, so let's pop back over to the overworld, and now we actually get to start getting into a little bit more dire crafting, because we have infinity ingots to spare. We have plenty of them. So let's go ahead and open up, oh, by the way, solar panels. We have, seriously? Cool. Okay, earlier we had 500 solar panel 3s, not even joking. 500 solar panel 3s. And it didn't even crash. Like, I logged off for a little bit and to hop on a different thing, log back in, and I've lost all the solar panels. I don't know. Oh my god. I don't know. Because I was so excited because we had like 500. I was like, we're going to get to make some solar panels today. And now we're down to like 15. So, cool. I love this pack. I don't understand it. Like, it didn't even crash. I logged off. There was no issues logging off. Just logged right off and then got back on and phew, gone. Well, anyways, moving on. Infinity blocks. Let's go ahead and break some of these down because I'm going to want some of these ingots. There's 63. That'll be a good starting point. And what? See, look at that. Is this... Okay. It's just a visual bug or something. I don't know. Is that the case for my solar panels, maybe? If I was to just grab all these out? No, they're gone. That's cool. Anyways, on to Mew. I think the first thing we're going to do is we are going to get our Infinity Armor. I do believe. This requires mainly Neutronium. It's also going to require our Draconic stuff. And then Infinity Catalysts. So let's go ahead. Let's get these. Let's get a bit of Neutronium. And I'm going to go ahead and grab like another stack of Neutronium. And we'll start with the helmet. It's 5, 5, 5. Okay. So we'll go 5, 5, 5. And then it's Infinity Ingots along the top. And then right here, right here. And then I know this goes down. I think it's like that, right? And then Infinity Catalyst right here. And then we need our Draconic Helm, which goes right there. And that's going to give us our Infinity Helmet. Oops. We'll go ahead and grab that one. And we'll put it on. And next up, our Infinity Breastplate. Man, I wish I could shift-click these recipes in. I really, really do. Okay. So this is... How far down does this go? Almost to the bottom. Okay. So just like that. And like that. I think that's all the Neutronium, right? Yes. And then it is a Crystal Matrix block. And then we just need a bunch of Infinity Ingots right here. This stuff is so expensive. Like, imagine if you didn't have the block versions. Like, it would be so expensive. It really, really would. And there's our Crystal Matrix. And then we'll upgrade our chest piece. Pow. Infinity Breastplate. Easy enough. And then next up is the legs. See, the legs actually take Catalyst. Also takes 2 Crystal Matrix blocks. So let me go ahead and grab those. I may actually have to put the Neutronium back in there because this stuff is very expensive as far as Neutronium. I should have ran that a bit longer than I did, but I was thinking like, oh, well, we've got plenty of these, but we could definitely benefit from a few more, it would seem. And then these go all the way up like that. And then it's Catalyst right here, Draconic Leggings, and then Infinity Ingots right here, right here, right there, right there. And then we put in our Crystal Matrix blocks. Bam. Infinity Pants. Alright. And then lastly we have the boots. Let me grab these off. And these are actually the cheaper of the bunch. We'll go like that. That, and then bring these down. How far do they come down? Is it 5? 6. Okay. And then they come up like that. And I'm one short. That's fine. And we're also going to need more Infinity Ingots as well. That. Let me get Infinity. Yeah. We've got tons of these building up like crazy fast. And then Neutronium. Yeah, I might actually switch that over. I don't know. I don't know if we'll need a whole lot more this episode or not. But I will definitely be running that a bit more. And there we go. There is our Infinity Boots. Yep. Sonic Speed. I know there was a comment about the boots, like making an extra pair. Actually, I don't mind these boots that much, though. Oh, but you know what? It doesn't... Oh, there we go. Flight kicked in. I was like, wait a second. It's not letting me fly, but... Yeah, there we go. And actually, I don't mind the boot speed. Since we're not running any kind of other speed increases, it seems pretty reasonable at the moment. I will need to implement some kind of night vision, but that's fine. There we have methods for that, so that is not a problem. Anyways, this quest is done. We'll go ahead and get our reward bag. It is a greater bag, and we got an electric chainsaw. Cool. Alright, and then last up in this quest tab, all we have left is the Sword of the Cosmos, aka the Infinity Sword. Can one-shot the Chaos Guardian without taking out the towers, and can kill other players wearing Infinity Armor. Yes. But this thing is pretty expensive. We've got some Demon Steel, that's not a problem. Infinity Ingots, but this is when we start getting into the Chaos stuff. Chaos Catalyst and Chaos Ingots. Chaos Ingots require a lot of Chaos Catalysts. Palladium Crystal, Infinity Ingots, and Draconic or Chaotic Cores. The Chaos Catalysts, honestly, most of the stuff is not that bad. We do need to automate our Infinity Stars this episode, I think. But for the most part, the rest of this is not... It's not terrible. I will say we're out of Cosmic Meatballs. We'll probably be out of Ultimate Stew before too long. You know, I thought I made enough, but we have 384. I mean, we've got enough for a while, but that is something that we'll probably want to automate. And aside from that quest tab, we've also got Kappa, the Project E stuff. We'll want to work on that. And then we've got Zeta, which was my plan to work on this a bit, but all my solar panels got wiped, which was awesome. Okay, now the next thing that I want to get, now that we have all this Infinity Ingots, is I want to go for the World Breaker. The World Breaker is crafted just like this. We are going to need a bunch of different picks. Some of these we have, some of these we do not. Draconic Staff of Power, we've got that. Though I may want to make another one, honestly. Because I quite like ours. You know, it's got really high attack damage, and we're not ready to get the Infinity Sword yet. So having the World Breaker might be nice. In addition to our... Because I don't think... Yeah, see, that's only got 8 attack damage. But at the same time, we're not killing Gaias anymore. We're done killing Gaias. And with the World Breaker, we don't have to kill Chaos Dragons anymore. So, and we have this super ranged weapon. So really, I mean, I guess we don't need this anymore. I mean, that's the thing. This pack wasn't really gauged towards combat all that much. So I don't even know that we need this. No, I guess we don't. So I'm not going to worry about it, actually. Because I can't really think of anything else we're going to need to kill. I mean, Withers are pretty much done. And whatever I do need to kill, I've got this crossbow. So, okay. Well, we'll just use this then. And then we're going to need Infinity Ingots. Let's go ahead and place these out. Like that. And then it's like 4 across right there. So, like that. And then our Draconic Staff of Power goes here. And then I believe it's 6 neutronium ingots below that. All the way to the bottom. And then we're going to need a Chaos Core, which we made these up a while back. There's that. And then, let's see. I know we need the Eviscerator. And we're going to have to do some of these red matter things. That's fine. They're not terribly expensive at all. So Eviscerator, Flux Infused Pickaxe. There's our Eviscerator. Okay, we don't have a Flux Infused Pickaxe, that's fine. To get this, we are going to need Flux Electrum Ingots, Flux Infused Obsidian Rods. And that's Obsidian Rods. There's that. I'm going to have to pulverize some more Obsidian. There's 1 Flux Infused Obsidian Rod. And we're going to need the ingots as well. Okay. So, Redstone, Electrum, Pyrotheum. Tell you what, we have this Amulet of Night Vision. So, we'll just use that. We will, in fact, just use this thing. There we go. And we've got Night Vision. Yee. Okay. Easy enough to fix. Oh, it's that flickery Night Vision, though. Oh, my gosh. Drives me insane. Let's see. What other Night Vision options do we have? Okay, I don't want that, in fact. We're just going to use our 8 carat plus. That gives us 9 minutes of night vision at a time, so... Okay. Anyways, let's pop over here to this section. And we'll just throw this stuff in there and get that running. I think it's what... let me turn that down for just a minute. I mean, really, I don't need a whole lot of flux infused. Let's see, how much does this make? 2 ingots. Okay, so it's got enough to finish out, so that's fine. I'm happy with that. And then I just need to break down some obsidian. I think that's automated, so we'll just do that. And then our flux-infused pickaxe. Let me actually pop back over to the overworld. On Venus, the FPS kind of drops off a little bit, so... Plus, there's those noisy machines I don't want to be around. Okay. So, flux-infused. And I think I just need to make one more of those rods now. Like this one. There's that. Flux-infused pickaxe. There we go. That's done. Oops. Okay, so that goes in... See, eviscerator and then the flux infused, just like that. And then we're going to need the red morning star and the destruction pickaxe. Destruction pickaxe is actually going to be super cheap. Obsidian and unstable ingots. There we go. And then the, what was it? It was the red matter morning star for that one? For this side? Yeah, red morning star. Okay, this requires the red matter sword, the red matter hammer, and the red matter shovel, and then some demon steel of the 10th magnitude. Okay. Okay, well, I'm going to order some demon steel of the 5th magnitude. I actually don't have any of the 10th magnitude saved. I saved 11th. I didn't save 10th and stuff. So I've got some of that being ordered, and then we'll just make it with our EMC. And then in addition, we're going to need to make some of these red matter weapons. We're going to need the sword, the hammer, and the shovel. Okay. So first up, dark matter. Let me grab some of this stuff. We're going to need some dark matter blocks. So I'm going to go ahead and just grab like 2 of those. And then we're going to need some red matter blocks as well. Or no, I'm sorry. We actually need dark matter because you can't break these blocks down. Forgot about that. Stay in there. So we'll just get like 2 stacks of dark matter. And then we'll change it over. We'll go 3 stacks, that's fine. And then we'll get 3 stacks of red matter. Okay, so dark matter sword, there's that. Let me just pull this up. I'm just going to dump all that stuff into there. Okay, so dark matter sword. We're also going to need the dark matter hammer. There's that. And then what was the other, let's see, Morningstar... shovel was the other one. Okay, so dark matter shovel, there we go. And then for the sword, red matter sword, there's that. The red matter hammer, there's that. And then the red matter shovel, there's that. Okay, and I can't remember, are any of these included in Kappa? Okay, no, the first thing they want is the red morning star. Okay. So then we just need our demon steel. And our 5th magnitude is done. So we'll go ahead and throw that into there. And there we go. And I'll just go ahead and upgrade this. There's a 6th magnitude. I'm going to start putting some of these like top tiers in our bags. Alright. So then we need a 7th magnitude. I'll store one of those. And then we need a 8th magnitude. And then we'll just start dumping a bunch of nether stars into this. There's our 8th magnitude. And now we've got a 9th magnitude. Okay. And I'm going to make sure and store some of these so that we have them from now on in our bag if we need them. And of course my wireless thing stopped working, naturally. It's got to happen at least like one time. Now, technically, the red matter stuff all has EMC, but I'm not really worried about saving those or doing anything with those because they're so easy to craft. Like, they really, really are, so I'm not too concerned about that. And I'll tell you what, actually, since we actually need quite a bit of this demon steel of the 10th magnitude, I'm just going to set up a quick, like, semi-automated system for this. So what we're going to do is let's get an export bus, let's get an alchemical chest. That is not the one I want. Yeah, let me get some more of these energy condenser Mark IIs. So there's that. And then let me go ahead and just get like a lever. And I'm going to want a toggle bus. So just like that. There we go. And then what we can do is we'll just pop over to Iris. And then all we're going to do is just kind of bring this out. We'll just bring it out just like that. Toggle bus right there. We'll put the export bus onto the energy condenser. Put that in. Nether stars. And let's go ahead and say that you make demon steel of the 10th magnitude. And then we'll just connect this up like that. And then we'll set down our lever like right here. Flip that lever and it should begin exporting. So there we go. And then all we need to do then, I think that's what, a 5 of 8 still? Really? How is it only 5 of 8? When there's 5 right there. It's not counting like the export bus. Like, okay, there we go. 6 of 8. Awesome. There we go. And it's making demon steel for us. And then all we need to do is just take and set up an import bus. Because this demon steel of the 10th magnitude, I couldn't exactly set up a recipe because it takes like 12 stacks of nether stars to do that. So, import bus. Just like that. And so it's importing the demon steel of the 10th magnitude in. There we go. Awesome. And we've got 6 demon steel, or no, it's a visual bug, I guess. We have 8 of them. Which we only need, I think, 10 for all the crafting that we need to do right now. And there we go. And we'll just go ahead and flip that off. And so, I mean, really anything that we need to craft that's like bulk crafting like that, instead of having to pull it all out of our inventory, we can just do that. It's a little bit easier. Okay, so let's head back over to the overworld. And then we can get our red morning star, which actually completes a quest as well, so. Alright, red morning star. There we go. Dun-dun-dun. And I believe I know there's like the red guitar, right? That completes a quest. We'll go ahead and get the reward bag for that. Yeah, and then they want us to make the guitar, which I think, is that what we need for the world breaker? And no, they want a red matter pickaxe. That's super cheap, strangely. Well, we'll go ahead and put in the red morning star right there, and then the destruction pickaxe right there. And let's go ahead and get the, there's a couple things on that list for the World Breaker that are, World Breaker. The Dark Pick and the Red Matter Pickaxe. These are super simple. So, Dark Pick, I'm actually half surprised we don't have one just lying around. And then we need the Red Matter Pickaxe. Oh, this one actually has to be tiered up from Zavicio, which I think, do we not have a Zavicio pick? No, we don't. Alright, well that's fine. Let me get a diamond pickaxe. And then we're going to have to tier it up through the different ingots, the magic ingots. So, I think, was it Crucio first? I think it's 4 per. Thought this was like way cheaper than it actually is. That's fine. Okay, diamond pickaxe. Crucio. I'm sorry, Axio. There's Axio. And then Axio into... Is Axio into Crucio? Yeah. And then into Imperio. And then into Zavicio. There we go. And red matter pickaxe, dark matter pickaxe. Okay, then we just need that. Using matter on matter. Achievement. And then the red matter pickaxe. There we go. Is this thing safe? Okay. So there is that. And there is that. Okay, so we just need 2 more picks to have this thing done. Now, in addition, the quest book wants us to make the red guitar. This is red matter shears, red matter axe, red matter hoe. Let's go ahead and make that real quick. So, red matter shears, dark matter shears. There's that. There's that. The red matter axe. There's that and that. And then lastly, the hoe. There you go. And there you go. And then lastly, the red guitar. There we go. Aha. Okay. And let's see, really powerful red matter multi-tool that can take down enemies in an area of effect. So we'll go ahead and turn this quest in. And then lastly, they want us to craft a destruction catalyst. Okay, this is flint and steel. We'll go ahead and grab that. And then Mobius fuel, I think we've got that, don't we? No, I've got it set so I can craft it, but looks like I don't have any on hand. Okay, so we're just going to have to order one of these guys. I accidentally just put down a chance cube. That could be bad. We'll go ahead and drop that in there. There we go, a bunch of Mobius fuel. Whoops. And then for the destruction catalyst, 4 of those, and then some of these Nova catalysts. TNT is super expensive. Okay, let's get like 10 red alloy, and we'll get 2 TNT. That makes 2 each. So there's our Nova catalyst, and then all we need to do is just put this down. Okay, it crashed on me for some reason while laying this out. I don't know why. But anyways, there's our destruction catalyst. And quest complete, destruction catalyst. Okay. Basically this thing you can use for smelting items in front of you. Yeah, see, it'll create such energy that it'll melt 3x3 blocks in front of you. You can charge it so it'll melt further, but this will come at a cost of extra fuel in your inventory. It's not something that we're going to use for anything that I can think of. Is it used to craft anything? Catalytic lens. Well, that's fine. We'll just dump that into the system. And then we have, let's see, an epic, a legendary, and a good bag. So we'll start with the good one. We got 16 alchemical coins, legendary bag, artifact golden armor, there's mana essence, and epic fleeting stone. Okay. I'll just dump all that stuff into there. Okay, so that whole section is knocked out. I mean, we're getting down to the wire here. I think let's go ahead. What does it take to get Swiftwolf's Rending Gale? Oh wait, we're working on this. I'm getting sidetracked here. Cool. See, it crashes, and then it wipes this out. Okay, I'm going to cheat these items back in because I'm not recrafting all of that we just did. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. What's my situation with solar panels? Oh, look. We're back down to 9 again. That's awesome. And like I said before, it's not even just crashing. It's anything. Like if I shut down the pack, it wipes everything like this. Drives me insane. Okay, so next up, we need the atomic disassembler and the jackhammer. Jackhammer, okay, bunch of stuff, and then the atomic disassembler isn't all that bad. Let's see, what do we have right now? Just that. Okay, well, enriched alloy, let me go ahead and order that. We're going to need 4 of these, and then we're also going to want a refined obsidian ingot. And I guess technically we've got these. I could just break one of these down, and then this we could just EMC it. And then we just need one of, oh yeah, I forgot. I cleaned out a lot of these drives, but I forgot about weapons. I need to clean those out. Okay, so there's our atomic disassembler. And then for the jackhammer, let's see. This thing, let's see, diamond drill, that's easy enough. The electric motor, and then the small battery, that looks like, yeah, we'll have to craft some stuff for that. Sulfur dust. There we go, there's 9 of those. And then item magnets. Okay, that's really cheap too. And then we'll get our small battery and our jackhammer. Woot. Okay. So, jackhammer, atomic disassembler, and there is our world breaker. Woot. That thing is really, really powerful, and I'll show you why. If we were to pop over to, say, the Chaos Dragon spot, and of course that Chaos Dragon we've already killed, but if we just head off in this direction, let's go find ourselves another Chaos Island. Oh, it looks like we're about to hit one. Oh no, that's a meteor. Okay, it looks like this is a Chaos Island. Right over here. Yeah, there's the towers. And we should have, yep, there's the Chaos Dragon, or Chaos Guardian. And if we were to come over here and just start heading down, which one nice thing about the World Breaker, oh, not there. Let's see. Maybe right in here. We have to find like the center of it. Okay, that looks like I was off a little bit. Right in here. Yeah, right here. This is where we want to go. And we go straight for the Chaos Shard. We can just break it. And the nice thing is we have all that fortune. So, let me pop over here real quick. Get out of that blast radius. Now, if you take a look, we got 20 Chaos Shards from that one spot. Hi. And actually, I think his crystals will blow up in a minute, and technically, I mean, we could shoot him down. But there's really no point to. I mean, we don't need Dragon Hearts anymore. All we really need is the Chaos Shards. So there's 20 of them per island, and we don't even have to kill the dragon anymore. So, very, very nice. And we will need a lot of Chaos Shards. That's why I wanted to go ahead and get that crafted, because we're going to need quite a few when it comes to making the Chaos Ingots. And I am going to pop over to Uranus and just switch this out now for... I think I'd rather have the Neutronium for a bit, because we should be all set on Infinity Ingots, probably for a very long time. So I'll just switch those out. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and run our Demon Steel at the 10th magnitude for a minute. I thought I had an 11th magnitude lying around, but I guess I used it and didn't make another one or something. Which is very, very possible, but that's fine. I'll just make another 11th magnitude. There we go. Let me flip that switch. And we'll go ahead and get our 11th magnitude. Okay, and I've got 10th saved. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and put that into there. Make me 11th magnitude Demon Steel. Okay. And, by the way, I did go ahead and I cheated back in 400 solar panels because there was no sense in me losing all of those. So we'll probably get to solar panels a little bit later on. It has built up because I was editing some footage and I was AFK. So during that time we got almost 200 of them. But one of my goals today was to get into solar panels a bit. So anyways, let's go ahead and let's see. Do we have any... No, we don't have any Demon Steel. It's probably going to take it a minute to make that 11th magnitude stuff. That's fine. Okay. The next thing that I want to work on is in here, the Swiftwolf's Rending Gale. This isn't honestly something that we're probably going to use. But we'll go ahead and start making this. It's actually not that expensive. But we'll go ahead and knock out that quest. So first up, we're going to need a Rending Gale from Reliquary. So the Rending Gale, we're going to need a couple Mind Stones from Project A. Looks like that's just red matter, lapis, and books. So, easy enough. And then the Luminescence. We're going to have to go get that. And then Bat Wings. Do we have those? Yes. Okay, I'm going to need another piece of Flux Electrum. So 2 of those, I think 4 of those, and a Pyrotheum. There we go. And let's see, the rest of it's just Interdiction Torches. Those are pretty easy to make. Dimensional Shards. We've got an Iron Band. Super easy to make. Awakened Core. A lot of Vibrantium. Unstable Ingot Blocks. And then a bunch of 11th magnitude Demon Steel. Okay, so none of that's actually all that expensive. Okay, so there's that. All we need now is the Bioluminescence. It's not very hard to get at all. What we're going to do is we're going to pop over to the Erebus for just a moment. This is one of those materials, like, I actually had to double check where this comes from because it's not actually all that, like, by default, it's not a very useful material. So it's one of those things, like, you don't tend to use enough to actually, like, keep it in mind, I guess. So what we're doing is we're looking for, like, glowworms or a submerged swamp. I'll be honest, I actually missed the flight speed from the Draconic chest piece. Like, I feel like this armor set's a little bit too slow, but... I mean, granted, I could make some speed increases with Botania or something like that, but I think we'll be okay. We really don't explore all that much in this pack. And getting 20 Chaos Shards per island I mean, it's not going to be it's not going to be too difficult as far as that goes. It's kind of interesting that you don't really use chaos shards for much of anything prior to going for chaos ingots. I mean, granted, there's like the Draconic Evolution reactor. You know, that's one thing, like the mechanism reactor, the Draconic Evolution reactor, even these solar panels. There's not a whole lot of need for those. Like, we're at the point, I mean, we've got plenty of power. But it's like, we're not even using a fraction of the power that we're generating. Like, at all. And I mean, already the pack's like super unstable, so it's like, well, I don't think we really need any larger reactor. It's like, get big reactors and you're set. There we go. These will work. These glowworms, we'll kill them. Haha, there we go. There's some bioluminescence. So there is 10 pieces of bioluminescence. Like the pet in our house, we could have killed him. Mr. Bugglesworth. And there's our rending gale. Awesome. Okay, let's pop on back to the overworld. And this should be the very center block, I believe. And then we're also going to need 3 interdiction torches. So we'll go ahead and get those crafted up. We're going to need redstone torches. There we go. And there's 4 of those. And if I recall correctly, those go on the top. And then we're going to need 2 dark matter, 1 red matter, and 2 dimensional shards. So dimensional shards, dark matter, red matter. And then we're going to need an iron band, 2 nether stars, and an awakened core. Give me one of these. And then we're going to want 2 nether stars, and then an iron band. Okay. And then we're going to need 8 unstable blocks, and then a bit of demon steel of the 11th magnitude, and then just a whole lot. We still haven't crafted any of those? Are you serious? Something's wrong. It should be crafting that. I'll tell you what, we got the unstable ingot blocks. And then vibrantium. We'll go ahead and grab a bit of that. And then let me pop over to Eris, because I feel like it should have made some demon steel by now. Oh, it looks like it's backed up and stopped up. And I don't even know why, because it should be eating through this stuff as fast as it's getting it. Oh my gosh, so we're just wasting... Okay, I'm going to watch this for just a moment, because it's only 1 billion EMC. See, it stops, yeah, it stops up after a certain point. So we're just going to have to make 10th magnitude then. Okay, so there's all of our demon steel of the 10th magnitude. And we'll go ahead and get our 11th magnitude. And there we go. Swift Wolf's Rending Gale. Shoots lightning at nearby mobs. Activates every 3.5 seconds. And in addition, you can fly with it. But, we don't need it. Because we've got flight and we don't really fight anything in this pack anymore. So, we'll go ahead and turn this in. We get a reward bag. Legendary. With Fluivac and Flux Transfuser. Okay. Just dump those into there. And then next up, let's switch over and work on solar panels just a little bit. And let me pop over to Eris. And we'll work through that. Like, at this point, with all the instability issues and stuff, at this point, I think we're just going for the completed quest book, honestly. I think that's my goal at the moment. So, anyways, let's go ahead and set up a recipe here. And I'm going to go ahead and order, like, 100 machine bases. There we go. There's our solar panel 8 recipe. And we'll just put this into the molecular assembler. And let's order, there's my solar panel 7. Let's go ahead and order 2 more solar panel 8s. Okay. No crafting CPUs are available. Okay. Well, let's order like some 5s. I mean, I could make a bigger thing, but I'm trying my best to not do anything that would, like, break the system at this point, because I'm already having so many issues within the pack. So we'll just craft this kind of more step-by-steppy. Okay, and make us some solar panel 7s. Make us 2 more of those. Oh, no, it can't do any more. What about, no, not even just one of them. You would have to have, like, a massive CPU to handle it, I think. Yeah, see, it's already ran through all those solar panel 3s. Like it was nothing. I mean, with the amount of materials it's having to make, like, look at this. This is just for, like, a solar panel 6. Like, one solar panel 6. All this stuff. Okay. My, like, 500 solar panel 3s didn't do nothing. Nothing at all. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I think that's all we can do with solar panels for the time being. Because it takes a while for that stuff to craft up. I mean, granted, we have a recipe in place for a solar panel 8 now. And maybe by the end of the episode, we'll be able to craft a solar panel 8. Because there's 3 7s. And it's working through that 6 at the moment. Yeah, but it's going to take a bit. Because then we're going to need one more 6, and then we can get our 7, then get our 8. So, man, these things are expensive. But once we get, I mean, like a tier 11, it's going to be so much power generation. Like, this thing generates 262,140. I mean, really, at the end of the day, the cost isn't worth it with, you know, big reactors being a thing like it is. Okay, so since we've kind of come to a dead end on there, I don't know if I want to work on maybe this stuff. Unlocks one quest elsewhere. Ooh. That, I think, is what we need, because there's one other thing I think that we're missing for new. Oh, no, we need 4 other quests. I think we just need to, like, complete everything to unlock new. That's the quest where we need, like, 64 of all this stuff. Huh. I'll tell you what, these qubit clusters, let's go ahead and work through these. I mean, we've got a recipe in place for the level 1 already. What do we need for that? 1 qubit crystal? Okay. I'll tell you what, make me like 110 of those. We're missing mercury. Well, that's fine. I'll fix that real quick. There's a whole bunch of mercury ingots. So maybe like 100 of those. Actually, these qubits have an EMC value. So, I'll just grab a bunch of them. Okay. So, anyways, there we go. There is our... Because we're going to need a bunch of these. And these actually take a minute to craft. Qubit cluster level 1. Which we've got that auto-craftable. I don't think we've ever manually crafted it, though. Next up is the qubit cluster level 2. Let me go ahead and just craft a few of these up. And we are going to need some iron casings. So we'll just EMC them. Make me a bunch of these. There's 64. Okay. Sounds good. And then our qubit cluster level 1s. We are going to need amplification crystals. So make me like one of those for right now. Okay, so there's that. And I guess technically these qubit clusters have an EMC value, so I could do that as well. Let me start that solar panel back up, because I had to stop it, because it was taking so much running that through. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. Let's get amplification crystals. Give me a few of those. There's our qubit cluster level 2. And then we'll put this into there. Actually, I guess I don't need to put that one into there, because we've got enough that we can carry it on through. Qubit cluster level 3. And I'm going to need more of these. So there's 40 more. Okay, so there's our level 3. There we go, we're working through it. And then qubit cluster level 3s with amplification crystals, I'm sure. There's a qubit cluster level 4, and then we'll just EMC this one. These things get expensive quick. So a bunch of nether stars. There we go. 23 qubit clusters level 4. And then there's our qubit cluster level 5. That can hold 648 million RF and transfers infinite RF per tick. Okay. Okay, and this one actually says it unlocks a quest elsewhere as well. So that's probably one of the ones that we needed to unlock the end thing. But anyways, power stash. We'll go ahead and get these reward bags. So there's 5 quests knocked out right there. And let's see, we have 2 basics. Fuel efficiency and heart glass. We have a good with 4 chance isohedrons in it. We have an epic with a structure generator for small wizard tower ruins, and a legendary with better furnaces stuff. Okay. Nothing of any consequence. Throw it into there. And then next up, we've got the quantum disk. I guess we'll go ahead and make this real quick. So quantum disk, all we really need is the blank circuit. So we'll just order one of those. Okay, it randomly crashed when I went to craft a blank circuit. No clue as to why, but anyways, there is our quantum disk. So, quantum disk done. Let's get our reward bag for that. Good bag. And we get an Aristotle music disc. Okay. And then next up, the storehouse. This requires a quantum disk and then just some pretty standard stuff here. So, let's go ahead. Storehouse, what do I need? 1 qubit cluster, and then 1 advanced circuit. Fingers crossed it doesn't crash when I order this. Nope, looks good so far. Okay, qubit cluster. There we go. And then we're really just waiting on the advanced circuit. And there we go. There that is. And we'll go ahead and get our storehouse, which we're not going to use that, really. I mean, we've got deep storage. We don't really need a storehouse. Get our reward bag. Basic. Basic bag. And we get 32 glowstone glass walls. Okay. And then last up for quantum flux is the imaginary time block. This thing, I definitely want this. And it's actually not that bad to get. Let me pull this up real quick. Imaginary time block. We've already got the compressed Gaia. That was the main reason that we didn't get it before. We are going to need these growth pulsars. So, that is... We're going to need a bunch of Imperio, like... Well, not a bunch, like 16 pieces or something like that. Then we're also going to need an energized crystal. I'm going to order 4 of them. How many... Let me see something here real quick. Because we need like 4 growth pulsars. Okay, yeah. And then we're just going to need some Mangaloy. So we'll just order 16 of that real quick. There we go. And our energized crystals, there's 1. And there's 2 more. Okay, great. So there's that. Imaginary time block. We're also going to need one of these advanced circuits. And then we're going to need some liquid sunshine. Which I can't remember. Do we have a cow for this? I mean, it's just fire water with glowstone and a sunflower through a vat. But I can't remember if we have a cow for it or not. So let me pop over to Pluto. And if we don't have liquid sunshine, then we'll just get fire water. That'll be fine. Because I will say that I'm going to show you guys the imaginary time block. Hopefully it doesn't like break the game. I have no intentions of using it. Honestly, just because the thing has always been really, really laggy. Because, you know, farms are where a lot of lag comes from. And having something that grows stuff like crazy fast like that is just, it's too much. Alright, let's get a bucket of this fire water then. I'll go ahead and get 2 buckets. And let's pop on back over to the overworld, grab one of our vats, load it up with fire water, and then let's get ourselves, it's glowstone. I'm going to actually get like 2 of these, and then we're going to need just some sunflower. And there we go, that's running, and we got our 2 buckets of liquid sunshine. And then there is our advanced circuit and our imaginary time block. Manipulates time to increase the growth of crops, requires 1000 RF per tick to operate. Bum bum. Okay. And we'll go play around with this for just a moment. And there's our reward bag. We got a cobblestone framework. Okay. Yeah, see, supply power to this and pretty much grow crops instantly. It's crazy fast. But it's also crazy laggy. Now, I will say that the farms, the agrocraft farms, farming stations that we're using, they won't keep up with this by any stretch of the imagination, so, I mean, our use for it is kind of limited. So over here on Ceres, let me grab my crystal wrench. And then what we'll do is we'll just set up the imaginary time block. I think we can put it right here, I think. I think it would affect it. Oops, let me set it back to bind. Grab that connection. Connect it to that, and there we go. You can see that, I mean, this stuff's staying grown, pretty much. Wonder why it's not affecting this one little section here, though. I didn't even notice, because this stuff's just producing on its own, like I'm not paying any attention to it. Let me get like 4 glowstone. There's like that one little dark section in each farm. And there we go. Haha. I don't know, it's not really producing a whole lot of lag, so I mean, I guess we could just leave that up. And then the Agricraft farming station would just be running, cleaning stuff up constantly. I mean, right now, look at the nether stars going up. Like, it's just crazy. It's just like, I'm trying to break these, but they keep just coming back. So yeah, I guess we'll leave it right there. I mean, it's not hurting anything. We're getting, what, probably 5, 6, 7, 8 nether stars a second. So it's not a big deal. I almost wonder if, like, items aren't getting wiped from the system due to just having so much in the system. Because we have, like, millions of a lot of things. And, I mean, I've tried turning things off, shutting certain things down. I mean, there's really not that much running in this pack, like, running constantly. It's mainly just some spawners, some farms, the cobble works. I just have it turned on running into deep storage just because. And really that's it, except for stuff that's set to craft, you know. Like our circuits and things like that, those kick on a lot. But as far as just stuff running all the time, it's really not that much. But I did try turning some of that stuff off. It just doesn't really have any effect. Like as far as stability and stuff goes. But I did forget that we have solar panel 6s over here. So I'll tell you what, we're just going to snag these. Yeah, because that's like 25 of them, I think. And one of those did get finished, by the way, the one that was crafting. So I went ahead and scheduled another one. But we should be able to then... Let me throw this into here. Let me order a solar panel 8. Or solar panel 7, sorry. Which one are we on for the craft? Is it 8 or 9? I can't remember. We are on solar panel 8. Yeah, we've already got it automated. But solar panel 8, I want to craft one of these. And we're going to need some photovoltaic cell number 3s. Let me order 3 of those. And then we're going to need some machine bases. Let's go ahead and just order 100. There we go. And there is our first manual solar panel 8. And then I could pull off probably, what, probably 3 more, 6 more solar panel 7s. And then we could do 1 more solar panel 8 for right now. There we go. So we got 2 8s, 2 7s. And that quest is completed now. Epic. And we got a Silk Touch Chance Pendant. Okay. And let's go ahead and pop on over to Eris. We'll go ahead and do just a recipe for the level 9. Or actually, level 9 is a new... Yeah, we need photovoltaic cell number 4s. That's number 3s and blaze rods in the induction smelter. So let's make a quick recipe here. Let me order like one of these. And then we're going to want blaze rods. I think it was, what, 2 of those. And then we'll do a processing pattern and say if you take a number 3, and I'm pretty sure it's 2 blaze rods. Let me double check. This is the final, yeah, it's 2 blaze rods. This is the final photovoltaic cell, so that's good. And then let's pop on over to Venus, and we'll just make one of these real quick. Induction smelter. There we go. Pop back over to Eris, and there we go. So we'll just make, I'm actually going to need more patterns. We'll make 6 of this recipe. Even though, honestly, at this point, I mean, it's not like we're going to be ordering just tons of these things, because these solar panels are so expensive. So expensive. And induction smelter. There we go. So now, let's make a quick recipe for the solar panel 9. There we go. Solar panel 9. Okay. And I mean, we're semi-close to it. I mean, maybe by next episode we'll have a 9. But man, these get so expensive. I mean, I guess technically if we take a look here, I mean, I could probably EMC some of these. I might do that between episodes. Like start EMCing. I think it's a lot of it's like red alloy that it uses a lot of. So I'll tell you what, we have these extra energy condensers. So one thing that we could do is set up the energy condensers like right... we'll just put them right here as like a temporary spot. Or maybe down one. Well, one of them vanished, so I'm not even going to bother getting my magnet out. It doesn't really matter. I'll switch this out real quick. There we go, 19, 20 of those. And what we'll do is we'll just set the energy condensers like... Bam, bam. And then that's lime cable. So we'll put that there. Let's get ourselves an interface, like 2 interfaces. And we'll just connect the interfaces down like that. And then what we'll do is we'll just have item conduits run like, oops, here, here, here. And we'll say that you can extract always active, you can extract always active, you can insert. And then what we're going to do is for the, let's see, let me pull out our red alloy and our electrotine. Let me get one of these just so I can set it up. I think that's the main thing. The electrotine is keeping up. It's mainly the red alloy that falls behind, it seems like. Okay, but let's put these into these alchemical chests. We're going to say, like, here's red alloy, and here is electrotine. And then what we'll do is we'll just change up the recipes. So instead of saying that's how you get electrotine, instead what we're going to do is do nether stars. And let's see, if you had 1 nether star, that makes 3 stacks of red alloy. So what we'll do is we'll just adjust these and we'll say that you get 3 stacks of electrotine and then you get 3 stacks of red alloy. There we go. And let's say this one's the red alloy one. Let me go ahead and put in that. And then electrotine in that one. And then what we'll do is we'll just bring it on down. What is this? Oh, that's the solar panel IX. Actually, this is going to make it super easy using EMC now that I think about it. Because any other method's just so slow. Let's actually get... I know it's about wrapping up point, but let's actually get a few more interfaces. What I think is probably next episode, we will spend the episode working on the next Direcraft stuff. And let me get item conduit speed upgrades. Let me get like 100 of these, because we're going to need a bunch of them. Because when it's making like 3 stacks a second out of this, we're definitely going to need some pretty fast extraction. So there we go. And then we'll do another, let's see, 2 more interfaces right here. And what I want in these is I want, actually mirrors, that's just iron and glass. I'll just let it craft those. But the other thing that we're going to need is solar panels. Let's see. These also require those machine housings. Let's go ahead and EMC those as well. This alchemical chest is going to make machine housings, and if it gets a nether star, that makes 20 machine housings. Okay? So then what we'll do is in our interface terminal, we'll just change this over to a processing pattern and say that if you send 1 nether star, you're going to get 20 machine housings. Encode that new recipe, and then we'll just drop it into there and connect up the item conduits. Oh, that's red iron compound. Oops. And that is electrotine iron compound. I forgot to set that to 1 nether star. That's my fault. Okay, so pattern terminal. That needs to be 1 nether star encode. And then that needs to be 1 nether star encode. Okay, so now it's crafting through these. We can see it's up to 13, 14. Still takes it a minute to craft because I've got to go through quite a few crafting steps to make them. But at least it's running now. So there's that. 15 and so on. Okay, so it's creating them a bit quicker now. It's still going to take a while. Because, I mean, it's making solar panel tier 3 is about as fast as it was making probably like tier 1s or tier 2s. Okay, so that's definitely going to help. It's still going to take a while to get these crafted, but at least that's a step in the right direction. So, okay. But with that, I am going to end out the episode here, because I know it's wrapping up point. Next episode, when we come back, I mean, this tree is almost knocked out. This stuff we could knock out super simple. And it's really just working through these solar panels. We've actually automated, you know, the tier 9 and 10, it's all just photovoltaic cells 4s. The tier 11 is the only one that's special. It takes an infinity star. And then these mechanism solar panels, which are actually already automated in our system. So it won't be too long, I don't think, before we get this done. I'm going to keep crafting these, and I'm just going to hold on to the top tier ones in my inventory because stuff gets wiped from the AE system all the time. And this quest right here is actually not that bad. We could have done this a long time ago. I just didn't really bother because solar panels weren't really a primary source of our power for the most part. But next episode, we are going to begin working towards our chaos ingots, and then also working on finishing up Kappa, because it's really just these two items that we need to craft. They're not terrible at this point. They're intimidating looking, but for the actual recipe and stuff, they're not that bad. But anyways, with that, I do believe I'm going to end out the episode here. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, as always, be sure and hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe if you're not already to stay up to date with when new videos come out. I will say that this series, as far as it finishing up, we're really just finishing out the quest book at this point, because I'm having so many issues with it, and there's nothing. I mean, I can shut off stuff to a certain extent, but things like chipsets and stuff, I have to have that running, you know, pretty much all the time, because, you know, we need it. And with the costs and stuff in the pack as they are, you know, we've got a lot of stuff that's running. Really, the only thing that I could shut off, because the main farms that we have running is like our essence farms and then nether stars. You know, all the ones in the back here are shut off. Spawners, I'm probably going to toggle a few of those off. I've done it in my test world, like my test duplication world, and it has no effect. I mean, I can turn off everything in the pack and I still lose things whenever I log off and log back in. So there's not really anything that I know of that I can do to stop that from happening. It's just with a pack and this much going into the pack, you know, things that we're doing and everything, it just puts a bit of a strain on it, I guess. And considering we have as much playtime in the pack as we do. Because as it stands right now, we have almost 40 days of playtime in the pack. So, but anyways, yeah, next episode we'll continue on with a bit more dire crafting and working through quests and working on chaos ingots and all that fun stuff. So, anyways, I hope to see you guys next time. Until then, as always, oh, by the way, there's these wings. I forgot to show you guys this in third person, but that's the Avaridia wings. But anyways, I hope to see you guys next time. Until then, as always, do take care, stay safe, and I will see you guys next time.